I just moved here from Baltimore. Anyone else here from Baltimore?
Yo.
Fuck. I was trying to call a bluff. I'm actually from the suburbs, not really from the city. Not that hard. A little bit about me. I had cancer when I was little. I had stage 5 clear cell sarcoma. It was probably the worst you can have. If anyone else here had cancer, I'm sorry, but I won. It wasn't all bad though, because I almost died, I lost a kidney, my parents got divorced because of me, but I got to go to Disney World, so it worked out pretty well. I kind of want my future kids to have cancer, just so I can get that free Disney vacation again. I know I'm never going to be able to afford it on my own, so at least they could do it for the family. There'll be a Make-A-Wish legacy. We'll have 2 ornaments at Christmas, and it'll be really cool. Do you guys think Make-A-Wish is owned by Disney? Because I'm not trying to point fingers or anything, but I spent the first 2 years of my life in a hospital, and on my 3rd they came to visit me, and I just somehow knew to ask for Disney World. I worked in sales for a while. That's an upsell if I've ever seen one. But aside from the cancer, I had a pretty normal childhood. I had all the same awkward things you guys probably did, like the sex talk with your parents. My dad did the sex talk with me and my brother. Cody got the average birds and the bees when he was 13, and I got asked if I was gay every year until I was 21. Thanks, Dad. I live in East Atlanta. So I went to IHOP the other day alone, and that's where I am in my depression. I'm not sure, but I think that counts as a suicide attempt. But do you guys remember when they did burgers and they did that whole ad campaign where they changed their name to IHOP for 15 minutes just to trick us? And then they remembered that their entire demographic is 5-year-olds and 105-year-olds, neither of which eat burgers, they can't chew them. It's also the same demographic still in diapers, so their bathrooms stay spotless. You guys can thank my girlfriend for that joke. We have a system where I write 1 line of a joke, and then she writes 10, and then cuts my first line, and then I come back and say it. So, it's a pretty good relationship. But I like having a girlfriend, not just because she writes my jokes and proves to my dad I'm not gay, but because being single sucked. Some people say oh, you saved a lot of money being single because you're not trying to buy gifts and stuff, but I was just spending that money on tissues and lotion, so it's not really smart saving. I recently graduated college. Thank you. I got the diploma today, actually. Before I came here, I checked the mail and I got the diploma, and it was bent as fuck. I was kind of mad. I spent $30,000 for that English degree. I'm never going to get that money back. Yeah, I got an English degree, so I basically went to school, spent $30,000 to correct grammar on Facebook and tell my parents I'm working on a book. Neither of which are true. I have terrible grammar. But when I was in college, I took a bunch of bullshit classes just to get those little credits, and one of them was a Greek mythology class. And I don't know if you know this, but the Greeks were fucking insane. My favorite example is the Spartans had a guy whose only job in his entire village or city, or whatever the fuck Sparta was, I didn't pay attention. His only job was to look at the newborns and judge how good they were going to be, and then throw them off a cliff if they were bad. 300 got it pretty right. And I wish I knew their methodology. They picked up the baby and oh, you see this mole? You know, a guy had the same mole. He was a total dickhead. Just throw it into the cliff. It's a real good public service. I think we should have it today. I see a lot of shit kids walking around could I prevented that? We could franchise it even. We could turn it into a sports team. I've been throwing a name around my head. The Atlanta Aborters. Alliteration, pretty good. Yeah. But I can picture it on ESPN or something. I'm doing an interview because I'm the one throwing the babies. It's my joke. They're doing an interview and they're yeah, it's a real team effort out there. I have so many people to thank. I want to thank God for making so many mistakes. I really want to thank Casey Anthony for opening the door for kid killing in the 21st century. I know that's a dated joke, but I was only 10 when that shit happened, so. All right, and that's my time.
Got to close strong on that, Casey.